today I've got another review for you of a makeup product. This one is from Born Pretty Store. This is the box it came in by Maycheer, Makeup for Life. It says, yeah, Makeup for Life, Maycheer. I'll just show you the packaging from up close and also some swatches later. I think Maycheer is the brand. I have no idea if it's Maycheer or Maycheer or however it's pronounced, but yeah. It has a nice horse and carriage on the front and it just looks really cute. Also, it's quite heavy. In a good way, like it feels sturdy and all. And yeah, it's basically just a, if I can open it, a contour kit. And yeah, so the plan basically is I'll show you a close-up of this in a minute and swatches, and then I'll also show how it applies. I'm wearing it right now and I filmed applying it, of course, so you can see the difference between wearing it, not wearing it, and just how smoothly it blends and all of that stuff. Because yeah, basically I wanted to try this because I've been wanting to try a contour palette for a long time, but I didn't want to spend like a whole bunch of money on it, because I figured, yeah, like the average like really good popular contour palette is usually like 50 euros, and I'm like, I don't want to spend that much money on a contour palette. It only contains 4 colors, this one at least, like some contain 6 colors, but this particular one contains 4 colors. I don't want to spend that much money on it, so I figured, like, this was really cheap. I think it was like, I don't know, like 10% of the price of a expensive one, I guess. As usual, I don't remember how much it was, so I'll put it down below in the description as usual. But yeah, it was much cheaper, and I just always like to find the cheapest solution to things. So yeah, decided to try it, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it for now. Let's move on to testing. So here you can see the packaging from up close. It has a little horse and carriage on it, and then just the name of the palette. And on the back it has the name again and some text in, I think, Chinese. Yep. And here's what it looks like on the inside. We'll just disregard the brush because it's a really small brush and I really don't see how you could contour with it. But yeah, these are the 4 shades. And I'll just swatch them for you real quick. As you can see, the highlighters and the well, you can probably see the highlighters and the contouring shades are all matte. The highlighting shades, as far as I can see, one is more white and one is slightly more yellowish, but they're pretty similar. And yeah, there's a pale sort of warm toned bronzer and a cool toned contouring shade, which all seem really pigmented and also not too chalky or anything, so yeah, that's good. And then obviously I also use it on my face. I'm actually using a buffing brush because I couldn't find my contour brush. But yeah, and I'm using the darkest shade here. I'm only using very little, and as you can see, it's very pigmented, so yeah. It does blend very nicely, but do be careful not to use too much of this because, yeah, otherwise it will be slightly too dark. Which I think would be very good for photo shoots, like with really bright light and all. But for a more natural look, you can just use, very little. I didn't actually expect it to be this pigmented. That's why I use slightly too much personally. And yeah, then I use the warmer shade to bronze up my forehead. And I also had some hair on my face, yeah. And I also shaped my jawline with it. I just personally always prefer to have my cheekbones the most contoured and the rest somewhat less contoured, so yeah. Also I switched to a different brush just now, and now again to a different brush, and contoured my nose, and it actually performed on there really well. Like, it blended actually nice. And for some reason, I have no idea why, but for some reason on my nose a lot of contouring products had the tendency to go sort of blotchy, but yeah, this one didn't, so I'm really happy about that, obviously. And yeah, and here you can see the highlighting shades. Again, used a different brush for that. Really, I can't see much of a difference between the 2 shades, so I just used one on the left, I think. Same one for each part at least. And yeah, it doesn't make the concealer or any other products underneath my eyes look cakey or anything, so that's also really good, because obviously I did just powder my face before all this. And yeah, I was sort of worried that it would go cakey, but it totally didn't, so that's also good. And the highlighting shades are really pigmented as well, but not too white, Like, it don't make me look ghostly or anything, so that's good. I do think on people with very dark skin that they might actually look a bit grey, but I can't test that obviously, because I'm really pale. But yeah, on me they look good. And then I just did obviously the other side of my face, just real quick. Well, I obviously sped this up. I wish I could do my makeup as quick as this. And yeah. All in all, I definitely think I'm going to use this palette a lot. Like, obviously for like a day-to-day basis, when I'm just out grocery shopping or whatever, I probably wouldn't bother with it. But for like more fancy looks and for parties and such, I'll definitely use it a lot. And of course, tutorials. And yeah. As you can see, it looks really natural and nice from up close as well. So in conclusion, obviously I really like this palette. One thing about it, or two things about it actually. I don't really see the use of two of these matte pale colors. They're pretty much the same. I think this one is slightly more yellow than this one, but that's it. So personally I would have preferred if they would have changed either one of these two for a shimmery highlighter. And also the brush is, you know, like, yeah, I'm not sure how they expect you to contour with that. But other than that, it's just a really good palette. It's amazingly good quality, especially considering the very low price. But even when not considering the price, really, it is a really good palette. Like, I didn't even have to apply much. So yeah, I'm definitely very happy with it. I'm definitely gonna continue using it, obviously. So yeah, those of you who watch more of my videos will probably see this in makeup tutorials in the future. And yeah, so in short, I definitely recommend this palette. It's a really good one, and yeah, if you have any questions about it, then you can always ask them and I'll try to give you a useful answer. For now, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! Well, this is, like, today is like my 5th time actually wearing it a full day. I can tell you right now, my skin doesn't have any bad reactions to it, so that's good. But my skin